You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started. What is going on, gents? It's RPM here, reporting from Mobile Command. Darkside74 sent me a very interesting article under the possibility of an HMT. However, this one is not an HMT. The devil is in the details, gentlemen. But if I were to file this article under anything, it would be blue pill rage in action and play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Now, this article was updated on the 26th of September. But before I get into it, I'm going to channel my inner Jules from Pulp Fiction. You read the Bible, Brett? Well, I got this passage that somewhat fits this occasion. Leviticus 20:10. The man who commits adultery with another man's wife, he who commits adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Samuel L. Jackson is always one of my favorite actors. Anyway, let's get into this article. New Hampshire man killed wife's lover, made her decapitate him. Yes, this is very gruesome. A New Hampshire man who found out his wife was having an affair murdered the lover, then forced her to decapitate the body, authorities allege on Friday. The macabre account was contained in the arrest warrant for Armando Barron, 30, and Brittany Barron, 31, who are charged in the death of 25-year-old Jonathan Amirault. Oh yeah. You see, gentlemen, this is what can happen to you if you lay with a married woman. And guess what? There are still guys out there to this very day who look at it as a badge of honor to sleep with a married woman. Now, this husband was put in a no-win situation. If he didn't take any action, he'd be called a simp. If he did take action, which he did, he would still be called a simp. You see, gentlemen, this is another reason why we as men have to unite. We have to form a united front. But guess what? We won't. Throw a woman in the mix and it all goes awry. Anyway, the wife confessed after wildlife conservation officers came upon her at the campsite where her husband had allegedly ordered her to dispose of Amirault's remains and where they found his headless body. I'm in big trouble, Brittany Barron is said to have told the agents who found her in the woods. Right there, gentlemen. What does she automatically do? Go into victim mode. In her statement to police, Brittany said that last Saturday, her husband went through her phone and realized she was romantically involved with Amirault, her co-worker at a medical device company in Jaffrey. To all of you husbands out there, if you have found my channel, be prepared for your impending divorce. Be prepared, strategize. mitigate the damage as much as possible. But the day that your wife mentions the words work husband, she's already cheating with said person. So it's up to you at that point. It's up to you. Do not believe the gaslighting. Do not believe the manipulation. She will try to say that it's nothing. Don't be insecure. No. BS. Once she says those words, work husband, you either go ahead and prepare for your impending divorce. And I would also recommend you start finding another woman to bang. But once again, that's on you. You have to make that final choice on what you're going to do. Only thing I'm going to do is tell you from my own personal experience. Yes, when the meat sack said work husband, I had no clue what she was talking about. But with time, you get experience. But anyway, Armando Barron, flew into a rage, beating and choking her until she passed out. Later that night, he used her phone to text Amaral and lure him to a park, the warrant says. And yes, when you look at her photo, he beat the brakes off of her. At the park, the husband viciously beat the victim, the wife said, and then tried to force her to shoot him or crush his throat with her foot. When she refused, he shot Amaral 3 times, killing him. Oh, the irony. She didn't want to do the deed, but afterwards she had no problems trying to dispose of the body. Why? Because she knew in the end the system was going to do everything it could to present her as the victim, even though she is ultimately the perpetrator who destroyed 2 men's lives. But as usual, the woman who initiates all of the actions is going to get the least amount of punishment. Guarantee you. According to the warrant, Armando Barron ordered his wife to drive her lover's body to a campsite near Arrow, where they had been many times. He communicated to her that once the sun came up the next morning, he would forgive her, the warrant says. Which, that's up to you. If you're going to forgive her on the way out. See, this is another reason why a lot of men are refusing marriage. Our society has gotten so sick that no matter what a woman does to her husband, he is still going to be placed at fault. Yeah. But see, society wants men, married men in particular, to react like Will Smith. However, there's still half of me that says this guy actually did what should have been done. Unfortunately, he did not go all the way. My personal opinion, yes, the wife should have been properly dealt with too. There should have been 2 bodies being buried, not just 1. Anyway, but once there, the nightmare did not end. Brittany Barron claims that Armando made her saw off Amaral's head, which was then buried in the dirt. The next part of the plan was to dig a grave for the rest of the body. Armando planned to drive to Keene and send texts from Amaral's phones to throw off anyone looking for the young man, Brittany said. Notice, she is being extremely cooperative. But he got a call that police were looking for him and Brittany. He headed back home and told her to dispose of the body before he returned, the warrant says. Police had been alerted by Amaralt's mother that he was missing, and his colleagues at Teleflex told investigators that the co-worker he appeared to have the affair, that the co-worker he appeared to be having an affair with, Brittany, had also not shown up on Monday. So yes, her co-workers knew she was having an affair. Yeah. And yet, once again, the husband is the bad guy. Armando Brown was arrested while apparently making a getaway attempt with his 9-year-old daughter. He is charged with capital murder, and his wife is charged with tampering with evidence. You see, that's another reason why this society is so sick. The fact that she's a mother, they're going to do everything in their power to lessen her punishment, even though she was the one who set in motion the events that destroyed both of these men. She looked battered as she appeared in court Friday, where her attorney said all her actions were quote unquote under duress, and that she should be released on house arrest. There you go, gentlemen. There you go. They're using the fact that he beat the ever-loving crap out of her to portray her as completely under duress. Oh, man. Oh, man. In plain English, she helped solve this crime, the lawyer, Richard Guerrero, told the judge, according to the New Hampshire union leader. The prosecutor, Scott Chase, said she should stay behind bars. She did cooperate. She cooperated after she was caught, he told the judge, who ordered her to stay locked up. Her husband was also held without bond. Amaralt's friends and family, meanwhile, were stunned by his slaying. An avid hiker, he graduated from the Rochester Institute of Technology with a biomedical engineering degree in 2018. Who cares? For someone to do something like that is crazy, friend Danielle Atkinson told the Keene Sentinel. He was such a great guy that it just doesn't make sense. No, it makes perfect sense. Armando Barron actually followed the words of Leviticus 20:10. Granted, he didn't kill his wife, but in my honest opinion, he should have. See, men are being tired of being betrayed, and society will do nothing to punish the women who betrayed them. So yes, if this guy would have went all the way, then yes, this would have been another episode of Hockey Mask time. But, as usual, the human shield called the child kept him from doing it, kept him from going all the way. See, I don't care what anybody says. Women have children strategically. They know if something goes wrong, they're going to put that child in front of them and say, I'm a mother. Please have mercy on me. I have a child. And of course, the blue pill legal system is going to bend over backwards to make sure she's the victim because, we can't separate a mother from her child. But yet, we have no problems throwing fathers out of the child's life. Yeah. At this point, gentlemen, just get a damn doll. You get yourself a waifu, you ain't got to worry about stuff like this going down. You don't. But yeah, play stupid games, gentlemen. Win stupid prizes. Come to find out you're messing with a married woman and that husband pays you a visit. No, you get no sympathy from yours truly. Yeah. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I have a moral platform to say that I'm better than anybody else, because I myself have been on both sides of the equation. So yeah, as a young man, yes, I had sex with plenty of married women. But, karma is a thing. It is what it is. But yeah, that is definitely a scumbag thing to do. Knowingly sleeping with a married woman. That's a game that a lot of men have to stop playing. But with that being said, gentlemen, read the article. Let me know what you guys think. And ladies, the power is still metaphorically out. Feminism is still against the ropes, getting battered. May not be visible, but those injuries are really starting to add up. And the fact that so many married women out here are still cheating on their husbands and thinking they can get away with it, best believe Leviticus 20:10 is going to start coming back into play. Men are simply no longer going to care about the consequences of their wives betraying them. That's all I got to say for this one. RPM, I am